Guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be providing with you the step-by-step guide on how to apply to International Alliance Group. If you're interested in teaching with International Alliance Group in any of their many states that they place teachers, then this guide is for you. Also, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not subscribed as yet. Let's get straight into the step-by-step guide.
This is my personal page, but it's under the IAGUSA.TEDK12.com. And then this is the actual application. But when you click on, this is what it looks like right here. And you have opportunities for different applications that you might want to apply for. And you would set up an account so that you could do that. So here's an example. I already have my address in here because I am an administrator and so I have access to that. But you would set up your own account. And so let's move through one. Let's say we're going to be a language teacher. So if we click on language teacher, it says, do you want to apply for this position? And the answer is yes. And once you apply for the position, it automatically asks you to create a new account to apply. This is very important. It gives you the opportunity to access your application at any time. So every time there's a status change or if there's a task that you have to complete, because this is a platform that we use moving forward once our teachers are hired as well. So you set up your account and you create a new account and apply. And so as you do that, you would put your information in. So I'm going to go ahead and put my information in here and it'll go into the system. I'm going to make my name and you put whatever your username is. Sometimes if you do your actual email, that makes it easier, but I'm going to do Dell. And then you have to confirm your password. And then you have to do a security question. Uh-oh, now everybody's gonna know. Mine was Wonder Woman. And you save it. Okay, once you save it, it gives you, opportunity in your computer to do that. But then you're going to go ahead and fill out all of your information. It'll say, how did you learn about this position? This is crucial for our friends because we want to make sure that we know how you've come to know about us. And so we've come to the agreement that we're going to add a Sarasa up here, and then your friends can definitely do that. For now, we're just going to put other on here, and then we'll put it in here. SURAASA. And then it has your contact information that you have to put in here. I really don't want to put any of my information because it's going to stay in the video. So I'm going to avoid all that, but you would have to put your information in here. Let's see what happens if I put, see this red star means that you must put this information in there. It will not allow you to move forward if you do not.
Can you put in some dummy information for now?
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to think of dumb information, but since I'm smart all the time, it's hard to think of dumb stuff. Everything is coming in as it is. So I'm trying to think of 123 West Happy Lane. And we live in Phoenix. And Arizona, and our zip code 85243. And the country is the United, let's see if it comes up here, United States. And gender, I don't want to identify, ethnicity. Oh, these questions, see how they don't have the red star, so they're not required. So since they're not required, I'm going to go ahead and move forward. Highlighted fields must be completed. What did I miss out on? Let's see here. It's telling me there's an issue and something I forgot to do. Oh, I see what happened. See how there's a red in my phone number? I didn't put one in there. Let's put one in there. 555-555-5555. Okay, let's see if it lets me move forward. That's what's so beautiful about this system is it allows you to make errors and it goes back and it helps you to fix it. Okay, now it's asking for your background questions, and the candidates need to read these and answer them, and they make an explanation if there is one. Have you ever been convicted of a violation? No. Have you ever had your professional certificate revoked? No. Have you ever been convicted? No. Have you ever been charged of child abuse? No. Have you ever been involuntarily terminated? No. Have you ever had your license revoked? No. See how they have the red star? These are all required. Background. Are you physical and mentally able to do your job, or do you need accommodations? The answer is yes, I am. Have you ever left any educational or school-related employment? No. Sometimes people have. Are you currently the subject? No. No investigation. Misconduct? Oops. No. Adverse actions? No. Denied professional license? No. I've never given up my license or had a problem. No disciplinary action. So you're reading all of these questions. Our candidates would need to read them slowly. I am accustomed to what they say, so I already know what my answers are because I know this application format. It asked me, have I listed my references? And the answer is yes. Have I ever been subject to a child abuse or sexual? No. And then if that was the case, you would have to explain it. And these are red ones, so the system will not let you go through. Have you listed all your current and former employers who are education providers? Yes. Save and continue. Okay, this part right here is important because these are all the processes that you have to go through. So now it's asking me for my education, the type of school. I'm going to do university, name of school. We have all of our schools listed. If it's not on there, you can choose other and do whatever the next one is. I'm going to do ASU. And the city, I'm just going to put Tempe because ASU is in Tempe. Graduate date not required, but your degree is. So I have a bachelor's of science, bachelor's of arts, bachelor's of education. I'm going to put other. Oh, okay. Now it lets me put that. EAE. Countries not required. Undergraduate. These are your other degrees that you could put in there. But for now, I'm going to put in here my major study of education was bilingual education. Save and continue. Perfect. Now I'm at my job skills. So this is activities. Sometimes our friends ask us, what is this for? What this is for is if you do track and field, you do governmental, just different kinds of sponsorships that you've done that you'd be willing to do in your school. This is really important. Just put in there the things that you would love to help. So you could go ahead and identify that information of what you might want to do. And then it says, if appointed to the staff, are you willing to accept assignments where your services are needed? And of course, I would love to lead a group of students, especially on global awareness or something like that. And then it goes certified areas. You must put at least one. So I'm certified in coaching, elementary ed. I'm going to put elementary ed. Some people have high school. Your area. There's a whole bunch of different areas, so they can choose the area that they would like. And I'm going to do K, let's see, what do I have? I'm gifted, so I'm going to put K-12 gifted, the certification area. I do have a license. It doesn't have a certification on here, pending provisional other, and grade level K-12. Okay, and then the expiration date 2033, and then there's no other requirements unless there's other ones. I would recommend that all candidates fill out as much information as they can. At this portion right here, you can see that we're still on the application process, and so it's asking for your references. So you're gonna you want to put 3 key supervisors if that's at all possible, and you'll put that information. You know what that relationship is. You can also upload a file of those references. You choose the file that you want to upload. It will automatically upload it into the system. Where my supervisor
Dr.
was.
Delphina, a follow-up question over here. When are the references contacted? Is it after you get a job offer, or when is the right time for them to contact?
What was that question again?
When are the references contacted? So if a teacher is currently working in a particular school, should a teacher provide a reference from the current school, or should they prefer submitting references from a previous school?
That is all through the vetting process while the team, our team, because our team is doing all the investigating. And so that will be during that process. If there's ever a situation where a candidate would like to wait, sometimes they don't want their current employer to know that they're looking for something, and it could be a little, they're just trying to be cautious. Then that would be important to let the team member know that that's the situation, and then they will work accordingly. Once they finish the whole process with us, and we talked about this, but once they finish the process with International Alliance Group, we help them to prepare to be ready to interview for a school district, because school districts and charter schools are actually the employer that chooses the candidates. So we help them through that process so that they're prepared. And part of the process, they'll be required to have those references. That's why I said it's important to put the supervisors. In addition, that information is also utilized for the J1 visa. They have to have a letter of employment and other things like that. Okay, but if there's an opportunity where we have to be cautious about certain things for whatever reasons, we would ask that the candidates share that with the team. So you add your 3 references. You must put 3 in order to move forward. See, I only have 1, and it's not going to let me move forward unless I have 3. So I'm going to add another one. A candidate would want to put the real 3.
3 different references.
Yes, thank you. I'm doing this for the purpose of modeling what we're going to do, because it will not allow me to move forward unless I have all of this information, which, as I said before, is wonderful, because if you're not, you won't make a mistake. It won't let you move forward unless you fix it. And Arizona. Okay. There are 3 references, which is required. And then I can move forward to my next thing, which is my position. And I would want to put what it is, whether it's a bilingual teacher and the employer and supervisor's name, duties. May we see right here, this is what you asked about. May we contact the employer? And you can say yes, or you can say no, but they will ask if you put no, they would probably want to know, is there a reason why you're being cautious or whatnot? And they'll ask for that. And then years of experience, 5, save and continue. What did I forget right here? 01. Okay, we've gotten to our J1 visa compliance, and these are questions that are needed for when they're going to go through their visa process. So they are going to want to fill this out accordingly based on the questions, and they are all required questions. And when they go for their interview for their visa, they're going to ask some of these questions as well. So they would want to be versed on this. What is your current position? Educator. What grade? K. How many years? 5. In the last 8 years, have you worked at least 2 years? Yes, that's important. Do you have qualifications for teaching? Yes. Do you have are you currently studying or recently graduated? Yes. Have you ever been denied a visa to enter the United States? No. If this is the case and there have been situations, have you ever submitted a petition to bring, has anyone ever submitted a petition to bring you to the United States? No. Have you ever been arrested, put in jail, charged with a crime, or convicted with any crimes anywhere in the world? We would say you must be honest, because when you go for your process with the consulate, they are going to ask these and they will already know the answers if you're in the system. So we say, friends, be honest so that it prepares you for the process. Have you ever been arrested? No. Have you ever been placed in removal proceeding in the United States? No. Have you ever overstayed your visa when in the US? No. And then if you have to elaborate, you would put it right there. What field did I miss? Do you have a university degree? Yes. Save and continue. And then right here is where you're putting in your documents. You must have your resume in English, your transcripts, your degree, and as we said, it could be a title that needs to be evaluated, but you would want to put it in here. There is a requirement that you have to have proficiency in English. The CBEST is what's required for California. TOEFL is for our nurses. So there's different options in there, but they would want to have proof of their English or their language proficiency. And if another exam is required based on the state, because every state is specific, we would inform the candidate of that. That way they could take care of that process. Their license and their credential, as well as their passport. And save and continue. It will not let me move forward unless I put some kind of attachment in there, which I don't have any of these documents. But once those attachments are in there, you save and continue. And then when you get to review, it allows you to be able to review the entire process of everything that you put in there. And you can also make any edits at that time. So without having all these documents to upload, I really cannot do that. But do you have any questions on how this process works? This first part is what all candidates do. They put in their application. After they finish their application, a team screens those applicants, and then they move them forward to the next steps, which is either a video interview, and it's all remote. It's questions, and they get to record themselves for their answers, and then that's screened, and then they move into making sure they have all of their paperwork, and then they also get to meet one of our team members for next steps and district interview process.
Fair enough. And do teachers get to decide which districts they want to interview for?
The districts actually have opportunities to review the candidates, and the districts choose. They get to see the pool of candidates, and they choose, because some districts are looking for very specific needs, like they might have a teacher that they need for algebra or for Mandarin or different things like that. And then they would be offered a position. Now, a candidate who is offered a position, they go through the J1 process, and if they're awarded their visa, they have that. And the expectation is they are staying at that school for their whole 3 years, or whatever it is that they are offered through the consulate in regards to their visa. So that's important to note also. We really want to build that relationship with the teacher and that international experience. If we know our CV, it's part of the vetting process, so we can help support our team members and the candidates as they move forward. Is it okay if I go ahead and stop this recording?
Actually, one more question which should be very helpful for people.
Okay.
The TOEFL test or the CBEST test, I see that it's not a mandatory field over here. Can teachers do this test later on after they have done the interviews, or they have to do it before the interviews with the district?
This CBEST portion is only for the written portion. We only need written portion just to provide another data point for English language proficiency. So it's in order for someone to move into the acceptance category or hired category for a program, we do have to have a completed and scored CBEST written portion only.
Okay, all right.
Provided, that though is provided free of charge. There's no fee for that. It's all built into our application process.
Okay, that's even better. And CBEST is accepted only in California, as you mentioned earlier?
Yes, we're only using CBEST just because we found that it's a very good indicator of English proficiency. It's not for use in any particular state. We're using that for our evaluation and application purposes.
Got it. That's very helpful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, I want to thank you for this. I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording, but I do want to say thank you on behalf of International Alliance Group. This will end our recording in regards to the application process for International Alliance Group. We look forward to your applications, and we are here to support you through this whole process.
Sounds good.
So that's it, guys. You should have a clear understanding of what to do and your next steps to applying to IAG. Again, if you did not like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.